This is the first video. It's my introduction to Module 1. I'm doing it sort of as we go, so you can expect it about this time on a Monday morning. It's just after 8:30 a.m. Arizona time. And all I'm going to do here really is introduce the readings and sort of give you one or two things to think about as you read. Notice that there are some videos at the bottom of the module section. They're older videos. Some of them are describing situations, because it's old. Some of them are describing situations and readings that we're not doing, but it might give you some extra background on the thing that we're discussing if you're interested. So those are optional. I advise that you do watch these videos because it sets up the readings a little bit for you. What we're looking at in this module is health security. In particular, what the reading deals with is the idea of health as security. So how does treating health as a security issue change the way we deal with it? What sort of options does it open up for us? What sort of options does it close? What sort of implications does it have for broader politics? Those are the sorts of things that you should be thinking about when you're reading. This is the answers to those questions is what the reading purports to give you. And so as you do that, start thinking about what sort of questions you might ask in the perspective questions. What sort of positions that might be taken on this, and certainly there's a number of them in the reading that you can sort of try out a little bit. The journalistic reading for this week is the U.S. military, the use of the U.S. military in response to the coronavirus outbreak in New York, I think. That's interesting. It's topical. Oftentimes the journalistic articles are just to sort of say, hey, look, the thing that we're reading here, it has immediate application to things that are going on in the world. But you can see how thinking of coronavirus as a security threat, one of the things it does is it implicates a role for militaries, I think, in the eradication, in the control of the disease. So that's a brief introduction. Hopefully that sets you up. It gives you an idea of basically what I'm thinking about, and it certainly gives you an idea about the types of questions that the theoretical reading is trying to address. Think of alternatives. What's an alternative to a security reading? A security reading of the coronavirus. It talks in the reading. It starts talking about how, for a long time now, since World War II, we've thought of health issues, oftentimes, especially on the international level, in terms of security, in terms of threats. And again, so what does that? How does that help us solve the problem, right? How does that inform the way we address the problem? So that's it. Enjoy the reading, and I will look forward to reading your questions, and I'll give a much longer discussion about this once I've seen which direction you're going in terms of the questions and what you bring up and what you're interested in.